Hello and a very good day everyone. So today we will learn on Power Query and we will also learn how we can actually prepare a automated invoice. Like for example over here, if just say I were to select any of the company name, you will notice the invoice number change, the cost code, the courses, the trainer, the pricing, even the total changes. When just say I click here 𝗪𝗵𝗿, so you'll notice everything changes accordingly. And if just say I were to click this, you will notice it changes accordingly. And the beauty is, for example over here, just say when I click on 𝗪𝗵𝗿, of course I don't have to manually adjust my autofit column. I just click over here, it will be updated manually. So just say I just choose any of the companies, like for example Banking Limited, and I click here update, it will change automatically. So how I'm going to do is, so let's get started. So just let me close this file. Okay, I'm going to press save and let me show you what is my database so that you can see clearly. So apparently right now we do have three different database: CRM, Customer Relationship Management, Courses, Transaction. So basically in these three different database, this particular company, what they do is they provide training like Microsoft Excel training, Power BI training, Power Query training. So what I need to do is I need to actually prepare the summary of all invoices for each respective customers. So in order to do so, what I'll do first thing is I'll go to CRM. I'll just press Ctrl T. Ctrl T means it's a keyboard shortcut for us to actually create a table. So I'll just press OK. So automatically it will be create a table, and this table I'll name as CRM. Okay, done. Next, I'll go to the courses table. I'm going to put my cursor over here. Ctrl T. Apparently, it will highlight the entire table. I just press OK, and then this table I'll just change to courses. Next, I go to transaction. So this company they have a database dedicated for the invoice number, registration, the cost code, and so on. So I'm going to press Ctrl T again, and I'm going to press OK. So this is table number 3. So I'm going to change this to transaction. Okay, so now we do have three different worksheet, three different database. So what I need to do is I need to go to Power Query. So I'll just go to data. I actually can press from table/range, but what I want to do is I'm going to show you a new trick whereby I'll go to get data and launch Power Query Editor. So when we launch Power Query Editor, what we can actually do is we will navigate to the Power Query. But apparently since we don't have any source, so I'm just going to play around. I'm going to click here new source, other source, and blank query, and I can just write here testing. Okay, so I'm going to write here testing, and I'm going to tick over here. So this will be like a dummy data over here. What I want to do is I'll convert to a table. So basically we can actually use Excel current workbook to import the tables. If you remember just now, I have actually converted the particular database into table format. So what I'll do is I'll go to add column, custom column. Okay, under the custom column, what I'll do is I'm going to write this function called Excel current workbook. Basically this mQuery, what it does is it will actually try to import whatever table, whatever ranges that I have in my particular Excel file, and I press OK. But you may ask me why I did testing just now, because I will go to Power Query, and in order to launch a new source or new thing, I just did a sample, a dummy data over here. So I'm going to press OK. So what happened is now we do have this table. So if just say I expand this and I press OK, if you notice carefully, here we have CRM, courses, transaction, and so on. So what I'm going to do is I just want to right click, duplicate, right click, and duplicate. So you can just ignore the error. So what I want to do, the first thing is, of course we don't really want this column 1. So I'll just click here delete, and I'll just only want the CRM. So I unselect this. We have a CRM table. Press this, and I will expand the table, unselect the original column, and then I press OK. So apparently now we do have a database dedicated for CRM. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Here I'll just remove this, and then I will just only select the cost. And of course we will expand the table. You may ask me why I untick this, because if just say I tick this, we will not have a proper name. So that is why just now I never just untick, or you can also remove the name. Apparently you just press OK, and now it changes accordingly. So this query number 2 is for the cost, And the final one is for transaction. So what I'll do is I'll just select here transaction. This column I don't need it, so I can remove. I just expand this table and I just unselect this and press OK. So right now we do have this table. So this query 1 is basically the customer or CRM, and then this query 2 is basically the courses, and the query number 3 is basically what I can show is basically the transactions. So or you can just put here invoices.